Hey guys, this is Michael Pizzullo. I want to talk to you about porn addiction, particularly if you're a gay man. So porn is very pervasive, very common. I think most of us get introduced to it at some point during adolescence, and then it becomes somewhat of a regular habit. But for some folks, it goes beyond being a habit to being some sort of compulsion, or even what someone might call an addiction. Now, technically, porn addiction is not a recognized diagnosis in the DSM or any of the official literature, but many therapists and psychologists would argue anecdotally that porn can be very addictive and can be used compulsively. And nowadays, many folks come into therapy specifically because they feel like they're addicted to porn. So if you're unsure, particularly if you're a gay man and you're unsure, here are a few ways you might be able to discern if you have some sort of porn addiction or not. So the first is if you find yourself watching it at times that you're just not supposed to, times that might be kind of inappropriate or you can even get into trouble. The other thing is time spent. So if you're watching it for hours and hours and hours, if it's bleeding into your responsibilities, if you are staying up late, things like that, something else to be concerned about. Also, if you find that you are masturbating to the point of injury, that is really common with folks who are addicted to porn, again, because they're watching it for such a long time, and typically they're engaging in some sort of masturbation, at least during some of the time they're watching porn. So eventually getting some sort of injury to your genitals is very common if you are a porn addict. And then the other thing, lastly, is if you begin to experience erectile dysfunction when you are having sex. The reason being that when you spend a lot of time watching porn, you eventually develop an arousal pattern where you train your brain to become aroused by images and videos rather than physical sensation or just sort of an energy exchange between you and another person. So a lot of people will find that while they're extremely turned on physically by pornography, their interest in actual sex starts to lessen, or even if they are interested in actual sex, they have difficulty performing, maintaining an erection, getting an erection, ejaculating, things like that starts to become more and more common. So if you notice those symptoms coming up, then you may have a problem with some sort of compulsive porn use or even porn addiction. The good thing is nowadays there are a lot of therapists out there who can help you with this. It's definitely more of a niche area, so I'd highly encourage you to find a therapist who's specialized and also who specializes in working with gay men in the LGBT community to make sure that you get the care that's right for you and for this particular problem. So hope this was helpful. I'd love to hear your experiences. If you've experienced some sort of compulsive porn use or porn addiction, let me know in the comments. Love to hear what you've been struggling with and how you've gotten better. So